Welcome to the After Spin, opinions from thought leaders in our state. I want to ask Chris Fitzsimon and John Hood. In 1972, Congress proposed putting an amendment into our Constitution guaranteeing equal rights regardless of gender. Now, they said it needed ratifying by 1982. North Carolina debated this for several years but failed to do so. Virginia just recently ratified it, making the requisite number of states for it to become the 28th Amendment. But there's been a lot of controversy about that because the time deadline has expired. Two questions. Should the time limit be eliminated, and should North Carolina ratify Equal Rights Amendment? John Hood.
The answer to the first question is, it can't be changed. The time limit is the time limit. You can't retroactively take a time limit off. Now, you could argue that it was unconstitutional to ever have a time limit. I don't think that'll succeed in the Supreme Court. This is a dead issue. It has been a dead issue for decades. It will continue to be a dead issue. This is not going to happen. And it's not going to happen not because people are against equal rights for women, but because the implications of a constitutional amendment are far beyond the matters that are right now already covered by statute. And so I just don't think this is going anywhere.
I remember those bitter fights in the legislature.
There were lawmakers hiding in the chapel.
My dad was in the legislature at the time, and there were threats one way or the other on that. What do you think is going to happen?
Well, I mean, I do think that the amendment passed in Virginia, it was a symbolic victory for people who've been working on that for a long time. I still think women are not treated equally in society. I don't necessarily think a constitutional amendment is a bad idea, but I do think it's very unlikely that it's going to happen.
Well, should North Carolina consider passing it as a symbolic?
I mean, I don't think it would hurt. I think it would, I'm not sure it would be possible given the current makeup of the General Assembly. And I think that we need to work on a lot of other things that would help women and people of color. I'm not against doing it. I just think it's, unfortunately, its time has passed, I think.
Like maybe working on a state budget. That might be something to work on.
Raising the minimum wage. How about that?
Well. Thank you for watching the After Spin. We'll have more video all during the week on ncspin.com.